Hello boys and girls, I'm Mrs. Nelson, and today we will be learning that the 3 digits of a 3-digit number represent groups of hundreds, tens, and ones. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to describe and create a number from 0 to 999 using ones, tens, and hundreds. So first of all, I want you to take a few seconds to think about what place value each digit is in and the value of that digit. And here's the number I want you to look at. Remember, we're thinking about what place each digit's in and what its value is. Right, the 6 is in the ones place. The 4 is in the tens. And the 7 is in the hundreds. And how we read this number is 746. So we have 7 hundreds, 4 tens, and 6 ones. And it's kind of like making an addition problem where we could just add all those. All right? When it comes to describing and creating numbers from 0 to 999 using ones, tens, and hundreds is called base 10. And we can use our base 10 blocks, those that we like to play with and build things. But for today, I have what's called a place value chart to kind of show you. So here's my place value chart. And when we're looking at our base 10 blocks, remember that big box that has a lot of little boxes is our hundreds. And then the one that looks kind of like a crinkly cut French fry is our tens, and there's actually 10 little boxes. And then our ones is just one little tiny green box. And so we could take our number 746 and we could place it like this. And then we would just read it 746. A tool that I like to use to practice identifying place value is something that you could even do at home, is you could just create your own little hundreds chart on a piece of paper, making sure you have your 3 columns, and then use a dice. And here's my little dice that I like to use. And you can get this from almost any game that you might have at home or the dollar store. You can get some big foam ones that I like to play with too. But I like to roll my dice. Oh, there's my first number. And I'm going to put that in my ones place. Then I'm going to roll it again. Oh, and I got a 6 this time. And I'm going to put that in my tens. Then I'm going to roll it one more time. It gives me a 1, and that's going to go in my hundreds. And so how I would read this number is 162. And so this, if I was to write this in another form, I could say 100, because I have my 100, or my 100s. Then I could write 60, because I have 6 tens, and that's how we show tens, because remember the number 10 has 2 digits. And then my number 2. And then we could add it all together, and we would get 162. So this is showing you the value of each digit as well as its place for each digit. And another little thing that I like to use, that I've used with my kids when they were growing up to help them with this, is Legos. And I know most of you have Legos at home. And so let me show you how I would use Legos. Let me zoom in. So what I could do is I could use my dice again and I could use a whiteboard marker, and I could just write a number on each one of these to represent. And see here, my ones, it's just one little tiny Lego. And I just wrote the number 7 on there because I like 7. And then I said, oh, I like the number 4. And so I used a Lego that has the 2, let me wait for the camera, is it gonna do it? Has the 2 little knobs on there to represent my 10s. And I put that together. And then I said, oh, I like the number 3. And so there are 3 little knobs, so I need to make sure I have a digit for each one. But I put my 3 first, and then I just put zeros, so that represents 300. And then I put it all together, and what do you think my whole number would be for that? Well, we could say, as we say it, we could write it. We could say 347. So, that's our lesson today, boys and girls, on place value, on identifying the value and the place of digits. Have a good day.